Good morning, fourth graders. This is Mrs. Flynn, and I am going to be showing you how to get started with your geometry packet. We're going to be doing these geometry lessons through video, and this is lesson 1. So to do your geometry lessons, you need your geometry workbook and this page and this page. Hopefully your parents will have picked this workbook up for you on Monday, April 13th, when they picked up your weekly packet. The packet is stapled together and has a cool cover. You can color this when you have time. It's got all kinds of fun geometry shapes. At the bottom of the packet are your learning intentions and your success criteria for this unit, so you know what your goals are to learn. With the packet should be this page. We will be cutting these out and using them as little flip books in the packet. And you also have this page with angles on it. So you should have these 3 pieces of paper. You will also need a pencil. If you do not have a pencil, you can use a pen. It doesn't matter. Either one will work just fine. And you will also need highlighters. So I have a yellow highlighter and I have a pink marker. If you don't have a highlighter, that's okay. You can use markers. Light colors would be better. You can also use colored pencils. You could use crayons. Any color highlighter is fine. Even if the packet calls for a red highlighter, you can just use a different color. That is fine. You will also need tape. Tape would be the best, but if you do not have tape, you can use glue. That is fine also. And if you do not have tape and you do not have glue, then don't glue or tape the tab pages in your notebook. That is okay. These videos can be paused, or you can rewind, or you can watch the video over again. So if I am talking too fast, which happens, then you can pause the video if you get behind to catch up with me. You can, if you didn't understand the directions, you can rewind the video and watch it again. If you want to watch the whole video over again, you can watch it as many times as you want. These videos will be posted on our Google Classroom, and they will also be posted on our Jefferson 4th grade YouTube account. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is what is geometry. The word geometry comes from geo, which means earth, and metria, which means measure. So geometry is the measurement of the earth. In our case, it's more about the measurement of shapes and understanding shapes and their properties. This says that geometry is the study of the size, shape, and position of 2-dimensional shapes. Those are flat shapes, and 3-dimensional shapes, like a cube or a sphere. Geometry is used by lots of people in their work. It's found in art, architecture, engineering, robotics, nature. When you take geometry, it helps you to develop your spatial reasoning, which is being able to reason about the spaces and the shapes around you. And it will help with problem-solving skills. Okay, these are your learning intentions and your success criteria. So what are we going to learn when we work on this geometry? We will learn about lines and angles and how to classify or group shapes by their properties, by the lines and angles of the shapes. So like a square has vertical lines and horizontal lines. A square has 4 angles. The lines in a square are parallel and perpendicular. So we're learning a lot of cool new math vocabulary. We are learning to classify or group shapes based on what kinds of angles they have and what kinds of lines. We're going to learn about triangles, and we're going to learn about lines of symmetry, different ways that you can fold shapes and create mirror images. So that is the end of lesson 1, and you can move on today to lesson 2.